Sunday night I was thinking about what story I should share with you this day, and I was riding my bike back from a theater play which was about the killing of several Roma Hungarians and other hate crimes committed against more Roma Hungarians a few years ago. And the play I saw that night, it was a really well-intended, nice effort, a documentary play based only on words which were said by people the theater makers interviewed for the play. My only problem was that in the cast there was only one Roma actor, only one Roma Hungarian actor. So I was thinking about it while driving back. It was cold. If you bike, you know it can be really cold on a bike, and I was thinking what story I should tell today. And then I thought I will talk about my dear friend Milan Rozsa. Milan Rozsa invented this image. What you can see is the colors of the Hungarian flag and the colors of the LGBTQI flag, the rainbow flag. Putting together, I'm Hungarian and I'm proud to be someone who belongs to sexual minorities. He did that image in 2011 when he was the main organizer of the LGBTQ walk in Budapest. And this is 1 year later, in March 15, 2012, we are standing sort of next to each other at a huge demonstration at Elizabeth Bridge. We were talking about giving speeches about different civil society struggles. Milan was talking about LGBTQI rights. I was talking about freedom of speech and freedom of the press. Here, Milan is with Stuart Milk. Anybody knows who was Harvey Milk? Harvey Milk was the first gay mayor in San Francisco, in a district. When in 1993, the first lesbian gay film festival opened in Budapest, the opening movie was The Time of Harvey Milk. Harvey Milk was a wonderful, brave person and a wonderful speaker. In a very sad movie at the end, the people can see how he was assassinated. And Stuart Milk is Harvey Milk's relative, and Milan is with him in Washington. You see the Capitolium behind it. And Stuart considered Milan as the Hungarian Harvey Milk. Milan was first and foremost a LGBTQI rights activist, but he was also a general human rights activist standing for everybody's rights. Here, and you can catch the smile, how warm smile he has on the picture, and one can see the good heart in that face, and also a witty writing hanging in his neck. It was a demonstration for abolishment of homelessness, and this is in translation says warm home for all. And meleg means warm in Hungarian, but meleg is also the nice word for gay. So it was like in the same short message, it supported warm home for everybody, no homelessness. At the same time, that sexual minority people can also provide warm home. No need to say, it's stupid to say that they cannot give nice home to children or anybody. So this is another picture showing Milan as an example of non-violent civil disobedience. A friend just published a book in which he collected translation of some of the most important classic texts of nonviolent civil disobedience, and when he's teaching it, he uses this and a video version of this as an example. What happened that in March 2013, Milan and young activist friends, I was not with them only because I was in London at that time, with a sudden surprise action, they occupied the headquarters of the current governing party in protest of that the current governing party once again that time, the fourth time then, amended, if I remember that, fourth time, amended the constitution once again, especially restricting, reducing the checks and balances in the Hungarian constitution. So they were limiting the limitations on their power. So my young activist friends, mostly young activist friends, did a non-violent peaceful sit-in, holding up signs, the constitution is not a toy, don't do that with this. And Milan was also doing that, and this guy was harassing him. He was saying nasty things like, do you want something really hurtful to your face? And as you see, this guy was also harassing him physically. And Milan didn't react in any aggressive way. This picture shows him at a demonstration we did together with the Constitution is Not a Toy Facebook group. It was for integrating schools. It was for abolishing segregation of Roma-Hungarian children. The banner says, in translation, common country, common school. If we are living in the same country, we should be in the same schools. No segregation, no division. Another demonstration where we were walking together around the corner, it's in Academia Street, so CEU is just behind this building. This is in a courtroom. Those people, some of those people, like a dozen, who were occupying the headquarters of the governing party, were taken to court for alleged breach of the law. So Milan, you can see again the positive energy, the smile, the like we shall overcome feeling, and of course proud to have his colors on. Hungarian national flag and the rainbow flag. So he was testifying in the court this way, and when the judge announced, after a long trial, I spent also there the half of the day, the judge announced that she acquitted all of them. The judge was good enough to say that. Then you see Milan in the center again, yes, we won it, we made it. And of course it's a small victory because it was a stupid accusation in the first place, but still. Here you see him at a especially brave action when actually I had some fear for him, because I think it was already in 2014 when he told me secretly that he was planning to climb over the fences of the Russian embassy in Budapest to hold up the rainbow flag in front of the door of the embassy in protest of persecution and violence against LGBTQI people in Russia. And I asked him, Milan, are you not afraid of they may shot you, the guard may shot you? And he said, no, they won't. I know what I'm doing. They may push me to the wall, they may put me on the ground. I know what I'm doing, I'm ready for that. I'm doing it. So he made it and he held up the flag there in solidarity with Russian friends and everybody. And here you can see him at the end of a huge demonstration. The government in the fall of 2014 was planning to put on tax on the internet. So then many people came out to the streets, which was good. On the other hand, it was like we were like, not so many people come out when we are demonstrating for LGBTQ rights or demonstrating for integrating Roma-Hungarian children in the school, but when it's they are taking away my toy, my little internet, or it becomes more expensive, then I go to the street. So there was a negative side, but still a lot of people on the street, and Milan is not only positive smile, but he's showing the sign of victory. He was just out of prison because a few days before, at the first demonstration about the same issue, when the demonstration reached Hero Square and the headquarters of the governing party is near Hero Square, and some of the crowd started to throw things on the headquarters of the governing party, Milan climbed up on the balcony of the building to tell people, stay non-violent. But still the police took him in. He was there for a while and they let him out for the next demonstration on the same issue. So when demonstration started at 5, again near CEU, and then he was just writing on Facebook, I'm out, I'm coming to the demonstration. So he came first thing to the demonstration, and here, the last picture I show about him, it's the same event. Here you don't see the smile, but you see the determination. And at this point I ask those of you, maybe there is no one in the room who know his story, but those of you who know, don't tell. So I ask others, what do you think, where is Milan now? You saw all the positive energy and this warm smile and this brave action for the rights of all, for equality for all. Where is Milan now? What do you think? Maybe some of you may think, if you know that many Hungarians left Hungary in the last few years in protest of the political situation, or just escaping the somewhat depressing political situation, and also the following economic troubles. Anyway, I should tell what happened. So very shortly after this demonstration, he was on a TV station. He gave a very energetic interview, and a few days later, on a Thursday night, we got the news that he threw himself in front of a train. It was a Thursday night, and we were crying for a long time. I was like, I don't remember I ever cried that much. Not even when I was a small child. I was biking in the city. You see, I spent most of my time on bike, and I saw somebody was biking. I didn't see the streets. I saw his smile in front of me, and then on 3 days later, Sunday afternoon, near CEU, I heard at the slam poetry event from the organizers that the slam poetry event was for the memory of Miklós Radnóti, a Jewish Hungarian poet who died in the Holocaust. And I should also mention that when he died, the next night we had a memory event for him in Aurora. Some of you know this activist community space, where his pictures are still in the religious room of a Reformed Jewish community, a Reformed Jewish church, Dorhadas, which sheltered a Syrian refugee family last summer in that religious room. So at the slam poetry event, the organizers told me Sunday afternoon that I can still join the competition. Slam events are usually competitions. And at this demonstration, Milan asked me when he saw me at the end of the demonstration on the Buddha side of the chain bridge, Peter, he said with his smile, will you do a slam? And there it was too late, demonstration was over, so I didn't do it there. But then on that Sunday afternoon, when I heard that I can do a slam in the competition, I called my mother. I told him, Mom, I'm sorry, I cannot come for Sunday lunch because I'm writing a slam for Milan. And I sat in the library here above us, and my back was towards others. I don't know whether they saw that I'm sitting there and crying a lot while writing. And I ended the slam with quoting Milan when he asked me whether I will do a slam. And I said, yes, Milan, I will do. And usually at the slam competition, that's not the main thing. The main thing is to get the message through, what you want to say, get that through. But usually you don't mind if you get high scores, because that, for me, that highlights the message. But this time I thought that it's so sad. I won't get any high scores. I just wanted to talk about him in the slam competition. But I happened to win the slam that night, and people said that it was a big full room, that everybody was crying. So it was some sort of part of my work to say farewell, but of course it's not over, it's never over. And so I just thought that I bring Milan here to this room for you today as well, to keep up his spirit and to say that we need to be faithful to his spirit. Thank you for listening.